Hey MAGA, I know that you guys think that all of this is justified. I know you think that Donald Trump was unjustly targeted, that the Department of Justice was weaponized against him. I don't want to go off on that tangent too much, but it's not true. If anything, Biden and Merrick Garland did not want to prosecute Donald Trump. If they had, then they would have appointed a special prosecutor on day one. They didn't. Merrick Garland waited almost 2 years to appoint a special prosecutor, and he only did so after the January 6th committee publicly released a whole lot of evidence that Donald Trump committed a lot of crimes in trying to steal that election and to overturn the results. And it was only after that information was made public and the demands for a special prosecutor grew so intense that Merrick Garland finally relented and appointed Jack Smith. And the delay in appointing him made it virtually impossible, as it turned out, to hold Trump accountable. So if anything, instead of decrying Joe Biden and Merrick Garland and accusing them of having weaponized the Department of Justice, you should be thanking them for saving Donald Trump from certain prosecution and conviction if they had actually attempted to hold him accountable. Anyway, told you I didn't want to go too far down that road. What I wanted to say is, I know you think it's all justified, the things that Trump is doing, violating the Constitution almost daily, using the Department of Justice to persecute political opponents, whether there's evidence or not. He just fired a U.S. attorney because that person did not find sufficient evidence to charge Letitia James with a crime. So now he's demanding that Pam Bondi indict her and Adam Schiff and other people he doesn't like, whether there's evidence supporting criminal charges or not. I know you're celebrating that. You're celebrating violating the First Amendment, using the power of government and threats against private companies in order to force those companies to fire employees. You think that's legal because a private company is firing those employees? Well, when you're using the power of government to force that because you don't like what the employee says, that is not legal. That is unconstitutional. The Supreme Court has said that in the past. And I know you're supporting all that. I know you are cheering the deprivation of due process rights to certain groups that you don't like. And I could go on and on and on. The problem with all of this is incredibly short-sighted. Yes, these violations are being used to punish your political opponents right now, but it's setting a dangerous precedent that's one day going to be turned against you. It's going to be turned against all of us. Once you destroy the Constitution that protects us all, you're not getting it back. You're not getting those rights back. You're not getting those freedoms back. So in your hate, in your zeal to try to punish people that you don't like for whatever perceived wrongs you think you've suffered at their hands, you're not only hurting them, you're screwing yourself, you're screwing all of us. You're destroying the country you profess to love. I know you don't realize this now, and if any of you are actually watching, and given the nature of algorithms, I don't know how many magas this video will actually be put in front of, but you'll probably, call me a libtard or tell me, cry hard or snowflake or some bullshit like that, and you will gloat and you will think this is real funny. Well, one day you won't. One day you'll deeply regret what you're doing right now and what you're supporting. Donald Trump won't be around much longer, one way or the other. Either he's term limited, he's got less than 3.5 years left, and he's old and unhealthy. Just looking at actuarial tables, he's probably not long for this earth, just given the fact that he's a 79-year-old unhealthy, obese man. He's going to be gone soon. And we're all going to suffer the results of what he is doing now, including you. If you're at all capable of it, I'd suggest you take a step back, maybe log off of social media for a day and think this stuff through. Just saying.